right, Mo, let's get to the email here. A wife that is not being jealous and the husband is kind of upset about it.
At an event tonight that both my wife and I attended, I had two close female friends of mine reveal to me, in front of her, that they have a couple different nicknames for me. One of them is harmless, referring to how long-winded I can be, which is admittedly justified. But the other is extremely inappropriate. Apparently, they refer to me as BDJ, as in BDE, but substituting my name in for the last letter.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
That's odd.
Yeah. I got questions, but I'll wait.
Feels like an HR violation for sure.
I want to be very clear. Neither one of them has any knowledge of this intimate detail, but rather they are making certain assumptions based off of a funny parenting situation that I posted on Facebook 6 years ago. 6 years? They have been referring to me as BDJ for 6 years. They shared this information with my wife sitting right next to me, and my wife didn't bat an eye about it. My wife and I have been married almost 20 years, and she has never outwardly been a jealous person that I'm aware of, but she didn't seem to care in the slightest that two of my closest female friends have been talking about the size of my you-know-what with each other for 6 years. Maybe this is a reflection of our trust, that she knows nothing has ever happened with either one of them and never would. But no reaction at all? Should I be comforted by her trust? Should I be concerned about her complete ambivalence? I will admit that these are two friends that I can easily say that I have the most inappropriate and explicit conversations with, but still, as long as it doesn't bother me to know this, should I just let it go? Or should I be truly concerned that my wife could not care less that other women are referring to me this way?
I must be missing something here. I wouldn't be offended by this at all unless they refer to me as SDJ. Then I'm offended. But this wouldn't bother me at all.
I don't think he's offended by the nickname. I think he's more hanging on the fact that he's offended that his wife doesn't have a more visceral reaction to two other people talking about his junk.
Bingo.
And I'm missing something. Is your wife not friends with them? Like, I would just assume that she knows about this nickname and has heard it bandied around forever. So she didn't bat an eye because she knows that's a nickname being used and it's cute.
I would feel away.
You would?
I absolutely would feel away. It reminds me kind of a situation when my girl has like a screensaver of me on her phone, and her phone rung once, and one of her friends made a comment about seeing the picture of me on her phone, and she was pissed, and her friend kind of got into it because she felt like, why are you commenting on my man's private parts? She took that as disrespect. And I feel like, as a guy in that situation, if one of your friends were to do that and you reacted to it like you didn't care at all, yeah, I get his point. I can see why you feel away.
I feel like a lot of this lies in the letter that they changed. So they call him BDJ, but BDE, the E stands for energy. And when you're talking about BDE, you're not necessarily saying, yeah, it's X, Y, and Z long. Like, you're saying that somebody has the kind of energy that means don't mess with me. It's very alpha. And women use that as a very endearing term to compliment a man. And so I understand why someone would take it in a more sensual context. I get the sense that this is just kind of a jovial way to say that you're kind of a badass.
I mean, but if you take the E out and you just make it BDM, there ain't no E in there. You just saying that he's that. So reverse the roles, right? If your guy friend is making comments about your lady being whatever the case, and he's kind of playing about it, but he's saying this about your wife.
Yeah,
you wouldn't feel away.
I would,
and you would react.
Yeah,
and
I would put it into that.
You see what I'm saying? She's not putting it into it.
Yeah,
but what if the male friends are also very close friends of your wife? And they have that kind of joking, because that's the situation here. He's friends with the female friends who are making this joke, and his wife didn't bat an eye. So either she already knows about it or she's nonplussed, right? Mm-hmm. So if let's say your girlfriend, Amanda, and you have a very close, two close guy friends who are y'all,
okay.
And let's say he makes a joke about Amanda's, I don't know, chest size or whatever. Are you offended knowing that she has a close relationship, she's right there hearing it? Is it offensive?
Not if it's my super inner circle. Because Joel and Amanda and I are such good friends that wouldn't bother me, and I know it wouldn't bother her. So that he specifically wouldn't bother me. If it was,
I was going to say,
if it was like a B tier friend, yes.
and if Amanda wasn't there, it would feel weird. But because she's there and she's in on the joke,
right.
It would feel weird to me either way.
Yeah.
Commenting on my wife's body would be a no-go for me.
But it's not a jealousy issue. It's an appropriate issue, right?
Either way, even if you mean it as a compliment, like there's a certain way to compliment my wife's body to me, regardless of your relationship with her.
I guess
they might hit that.
Yeah, that's a problem. That might
be a problem.
The
Bert Show.